Okay, we live. Hey everybody. So I thank you all for joining my live today. As y'all know, I'm Army Princess, U.S. Army soldier. I've been in the military over 10 years now, and I love to share my experiences with you all. And I'm excited today because we got an all-girl squad on here. And I'm gonna go around and let everybody introduce themselves because everybody already know who I am. Well, my subscribers know who I am. So let me start at the top on my screen is Ebony. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Ebony. I am active duty Air Force. I have been in 9 years this month, and I'm stationed at Beale Air Force Base in California. And I am a photojournalist, AFSC 3N075.
And Tia.
Okay, I'm Sarah Baker. I've been in the military.
Makaya. It's okay if you call me Kia, Kaya.
Oh wait, what's happening?
Kia,
I'm in the Air Force. I've been in for 4 years now. Only been to one base, currently at Luke, and I am a weapons troop.
Okay, let's go up to Tia now.
Okay. So I'm Sarah Baker. I've been in the military 7 years.
Could you hear me?
I was in reserve for 3.5, and then I went active duty in 2006.
I just went. Did you want me to say it again?
No, I don't know if she can. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so we can hear you.
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay, I'm an 8A Mike. That's it.
I've been in for 4 years.
Oh no!
Wait, Kai. Wait.
I thought you were saying my name. I'm sorry.
No, Tia.
Tia.
Okay.
The T.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, y'all.
You heard me. I ain't look. Next.
Wait.
So I'm waiting. Should I go?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Danae Murphy. I'm currently stationed in Germany. I've been in almost 2 years. I'm active duty military, and yeah, that's about it. Did I miss something?
No, that's good. So now that we got that out of the way, I guess I could go ahead and introduce mine because I forgot that there may be people on watching me that's not a part of my channel normally. So I am Sergeant Wilson. I'm gonna do mine like Sweets Calor did hers. I'm Sergeant Wilson. I am a 68 Quebec, so I am a pharmacy technician. I've been in the military for 13 years this year, and I am stationed at Fort Belvoir, Virginia. So thank you all ladies for joining. Thanks to everybody that's in the comment section. For the people in the comment section, go ahead and put in where you are, like where you tuning in from, and let us know like whose channel you from. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to do an icebreaker, so just so people can kind of like know who each other are. We can get the little vibe. So I'm gonna start with let me start with Makaya. Can you give me really quick 5 and 25 seconds? Name it off really quick. Your dream base, your dream job, your things you love the most about the military, and things you hate about the military. Real quick.
Dream base, Andrews Air Force Base because that's like right down the street from my family. Dream job, probably linguist. What I like about the Air Force, it's the most laid back branch. What I dislike about the Air Force, it's the most laid back branch. And what was the fifth thing?
The worst place you've been stationed.
Only been at one base, but I have gone to Oregon and Utah. I'll say Utah Hill Air Force Base.
Okay, Sweets Calor. Dream base, dream job, things you like, things you hate, and then the worst place you've been stationed.
Dream base. Don't have one. No. What is it again? Oh, dream job. If it had to be in the military, it would be like combat photographer, anything to do with broadcasting. So it's like 68 Romeo or something like that. Outside of the military, you'll be a successful entrepreneur. But my business is full on businesswoman. What I love about the military is you can travel and you meet a lot of people from different walks of life. And what I dislike about it is limited freedom.
Okay. Ebony?
Dream base. It used to be McDeal because I was like, oh, I want to be in near, like I'm from Florida, so I wanted to be closer to home, and that's in Tampa. So it used to be McDeal, but I feel like my dream base now is DD 214. So that's my dream base. Dream job. I like my job, so I would keep my same job as public affairs photojournalist. What was it? Worst base? Or no, what I like about the Air Force? What I like is, I mean, I do like that I don't have to worry about being in a tent nowhere or in a ditch or anything like that. I like that, most of the jobs translate over very well on the civilian side, most of the jobs in the Air Force. So I like that. What I hate is just, this isn't just Air Force specific, just military, the institution of the military, just the way things run. Like, that's kind of like how it's just very old school. They don't change the ways. They're not very progressive. That's what I don't like. And then, what was the last thing? Worst place? Oh, my first base was Cannon Air Force Base. And that was in New Mexico, Clovis, New Mexico. And anybody who's in the Air Force knows about Cannon. So
New Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, that was my worst base.
And then Danae?
So you said dream job. Remind me again.
dream job, dream base, the thing you like the most, the thing you hate the most, and I forgot the last.
Okay, so dream job, 92 golf. I'm actually a 92 golf, so I actually chose this MLS because I wanted it really bad. Dream base would be in Amsterdam, and thing I like about the military, the army, is it's easy to finesse. And then the thing I hate the most is the hush mentality. Like when something happens, everyone's just afraid. Everyone's just too scary for me. And then the last one is what?
The worst thing, or the worst base.
I've only been to one base, but I definitely don't want to go to Fort Polk.
Okay. Fort Polk. A lot of people say Fort Polk, Fort Drum. I mean, I've never been to either, but
I have friends in Fort Polk, and they are doing the most to leave right now. It's sad. You're depressed. Everybody's trying to kill themselves up there.
Not trying to kill themselves.
I don't know why.
That's a turn.
So I guess I'll go real quick. My dream job would be same as Sweets Kavor, the media broadcasting, public affairs. Dream base, I don't know. I don't even know if I have a dream base. I will go back to Japan. I have fun in Japan. The thing that I like the most about the military is kind of like what Danae said. Like, it's easy to finesse. Like you can be somebody, whoever you want to be. Basically, you can be that person if you work hard in the military. Mm-hmm. And then the thing that I don't like is the freedom of speech and like some of the restrictions. And my worst place that I've been stationed, I would say I don't really like I don't like the DC area. So it's not that I don't like Fort Belvoir, because I actually really like Fort Belvoir, but I don't like living in the DMV. It sucks balls.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah,
I liked it in Virginia when I was there. I liked it.
But you were in Fort Lee, right?
I was at Eustis, so it was not like crazy like it was up there.
Oh yeah. See, I would like to go there. Okay. So we did a little icebreaker. I want to get into some topics. So I was on earlier. For the subscribers that's tuning in, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for letting me know where y'all coming from. We're gonna have comments at the end. So if you have any questions, I'm sorry. If you have any questions, you can hold your questions to the end. But I want to talk a little bit about like maybe double standards when it comes to some of the stuff in the military and in life in general. Females. So earlier this week, there was like a news story that broke, basically, I guess, like gossip news about these females in uniform that were on TikTok dancing, and some people was like, it's okay. Some people was like, well, the guys do it anyway. Some people was like, how dare them? So what's y'all thoughts on it?
Well, that was the Army, so I don't really got nothing to say about that.
Hey, no, it be some Air Force TikToks that be just
I'm kidding. But I mean, I think they took it overboard when they got down on the ground. Like, you can dance, but you humping the ground.
But they was doing the WAP though. That's what they was doing the dance. That's what people were saying.
But sweet, y'all was really on the ground though.
It was very provocative. It was too provocative. If they were in uniform, it's okay. But I felt like doing it in a uniform, it was very provocative, very sexy, very, it was just like, ooh, I'm here. Too much. It was done right. Probably if they didn't do such a good job, it was pretty neat. Like, it looked pretty neat. I'm like, okay. It was, I don't know. I felt like they should have not do it in uniform or something, and probably hid their faces, put a mask on or something. I don't know.
I mean, they were kind of smart by taking a uniform jacket off, so at least you couldn't see their names.
Yeah.
But I feel like, if they wasn't in uniform, it wouldn't have mattered. But being in uniform, all right, now you knew that was gonna come with some trouble once you put that uniform on. But you was a little smart for not having your name in it. But still,
you know what? I didn't even think about that. But you're right. Like, they did take the jacket off,
so they knew.
They tried a little bit.
And it looked like they was like at work or in some type of like computer lab or something.
Like, it'd be different if y'all was like maybe outside in the smoke pit or something. Like, y'all was like in the company room. Like, y'all supposed to be, I don't know what job they had. That was the other joke. But like, it looked like y'all stopped working to do that. And it was choreographed. So did y'all practice that? Like, how long was y'all in there practicing it?
I feel like it's a never-ending cycle at this point. Like, military members use social media. Next thing you know, a twerking video of somebody in uniform comes around, that dies down. Another dance video comes around, that dies down. So I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm not surprised. I'll say that.
So, but some of the DMs that I got was like, well, what about the guys that be thirst trapping? Because I did see like a bunch of guys like with their shirts off and they just had their pants on, and I guess that was a challenge that was going around too, and nobody made a big deal about the guys doing it.
Exactly, and that's
just how it goes. Yeah. Like, it shouldn't be like that. That's how double standards are. We gonna be judged 10 times harder than any male doing whatever we do, no matter what we doing. You can be a whole bunch of males on live right now do the same thing we doing. They can be like, they was on there being catty, but all the males got a round of applause. It's just how it goes. So it's like it's expected now. Like, you're gonna get criticized for everything that you do. Everything.
Right.
That's kind of like a segue into the next thing about like females being harder on females in the military, because I hear that a lot too. And I guess I don't know, I kind of experienced it, but not like so much. So do anybody have anything to say about that?
All my arch nemesis are women in the military. Really? Every single one.
It's a very creative word. She's an arch nemesis.
Every person who tried to hold me back or like really like got onto me, it was another woman. Like, dude, I mean, maybe it's just that's my
my question is, do you think it was coming out of a place like let me help this person? Like, I don't want to say hold them back, but let me not let them get in trouble or hurt them.
I'm gonna stop you right there. No. It'd be from a place of hate. That's where it comes. I'm gonna tell a quick story. So it'd be from those places of like it's like a nice nasty, like a sneak diss. They do those like, oh, I just want to let you know. And it's like, actually, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one has said anything about this. You're the only one that's really checking about this. And trust me, if I was walking around here looking crazy or acting crazy, one of these colonels, lieutenant colonels, majors, chiefs would have said something by now. But you, my peer, are like, hey girl, just want to let you know. Like, man, you just hating. You're being a hater. And like, it's unnecessary. I've never felt that like deep within my soul to be like, ugh, it's another girl over here. Like, I've never felt that. So I don't understand that. So I think it's like a personality thing when you have like a strong personality or someone else with a strong or not so strong personality. Either you clash or that person is like envious of you or just kind of like they see you bring something out of them that they don't like. So they're trying to pick at you.
Okay.
Yeah, for me personally,
yeah.
Okay, for me personally, it's more so like, okay, I don't know, some of y'all might not watch my channel, but you might have me on social media. Y'all know I like to put my eyebrows on, I like to put my makeup on, my bun gonna be slick. I'm gonna put the baby hairs in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to work and I'm looking presentable to myself. When I go in, no male has nothing to say to female. Like, well, you know your makeup. I'm like, what about it? It's natural. Like, what restriction am I breaking? Please let me know. Or they treat me some type of way, like as if they're jealous. I'm like, you're supposed to be my NCO. You're supposed to be my ride or die. You're supposed to have my back. Why do I feel like it's jealousy? Why do I feel like you're trying to dim down my light to make you feel better? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of some females, NCOs that I've had, I guess they don't like soldiers that they feel like are pretty. Like, oh, you're doing too much. You're trying to be cute. No, I'm not trying to be cute. I just like to be presentable. I like to put my eyes on. Yeah, like I'm not trying to do anything. If you feel threatened, then that's on you. I have nothing to do with your self-esteem. But you're not gonna dim my light because you feel some type of way. Multiple times it's happened. But I've had female soldiers, and I make sure to let them know what it's like to have an NCO that actually cares about you. I don't care what you look like. At the end of the day, you're gonna learn your job and you're gonna be treated with respect and dignity. And that's how it should be. It shouldn't care. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter if they like to get dressed. As long as they know what they're supposed to be doing, they're in regulation, that's all that matters. But some people don't look like that. They don't think like that.
Yeah.
So
look, I felt that from the heart.
No, but seriously, if you know your regs and everything, that's what really messes up. I knew my regs before I went to basic. I was like, let me make sure I know my regs so nobody can say nothing to me. And I think it was like a TI or something that came up and was like, what you got a headband on for? And I was like, because I can, according to the regulations, as long as it matches my hair color. And they was like, oh, you know the regs. And it's like, yeah, they think they could just say stuff to you. And it's like, no, I'm making sure I'm in compliance so you can't say something to me. So don't try and tweak it. And that's why I'm glad they took those little words out of the Air Force regs where it's like faddish, trendy, because that's so subjective.
Yeah.
Cut rules and all those like things that catered mostly to Black people where you talk about the texture of their hair or things like that. I'm glad those things were removed because it really gives people ammo to have those type of conversations with you when it's unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. I haven't worked with that many females, so I haven't really ran into much from females. But I have had one male that would always question, like, "Is that nail polish all right? Like, is your bun okay? Is your afro puff okay?" And I'm like,
"Is your bun okay?"
You actually know.
Yes, it is. But once I
just
told him it was fine and explained what I've already explained to him before, he was like, oh, okay, I just don't want you to get in trouble. So I was like, I feel like it's coming from a genuine place. Like, I know a lot of people just are familiar with females not initially being a part of the military. So we're kind of put into a space we weren't even thought of being in. And then it's like, okay, now you have to present a certain type of being. Like, you have to be a certain person. But I don't stress about it too much.
Yeah.
I guess I always look at the glass half full, and maybe for me, like, because the way I look at things, like initially when I first came in and I did a video on it about how I was like all kind of jacked up. Like when I got to first day showed up, I had like green eyeshadow on, which is clearly wrong. But my she wasn't even my direct leadership. But she like pulled me to the side and she told me like in a nice way. And that was my first introduction to somebody kind of schooling me on AR 670-1. So for me, I didn't have that experience. I did have a couple guys ask me about like, hey, like she said, like Makaya said, like, hey, you know, is your hair okay? And I'm the type of person, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna push it to the limit, but I know my rigs. But I'm gonna push it as far as it can go before it's gone too far. But I don't know. I have a female soldier now, and she doesn't usually do like the whole makeup thing, but I kind of give her a little like, hey, I want you to find a regulation on this, or do you know the regulation on nail polish? Like, so she knows for herself. So when she leaves, because she was a PV2, when she leaves and goes to the next place, or when she becomes an NCO, she knows what the regulations are, and for her soldiers that she may have under her. So, but yeah, I do see it. I just personally have never encountered it.
So I personally, no one says nothing to me. Not because they don't care, but because I'm really squared away. And that's not even me bragging, but I'm like never ate up. Like you would not catch me like never.
That's good.
So
That's
I
awesome.
I'm in a section, right? We're all cooks, FFT. I'm the only female, probably the only female in my platoon. And because I'm so squared away, if there's someone who tries to say something behind my back, they'll address it before it even reaches to me because I'm going to address it. Because I don't like when people talk crazy to me. I ensure that I'm like A, B, C before you tell me because I don't like people talking to me. Like I hate it. It gets me so upset when people talk to me crazy. So I ensure that I don't put myself in the position to be talked to crazy. However, I do see other females, they talk to them in a particular way, but it's because of how they carry themselves. Like I see this girl, obviously, you know your bun is supposed to be round. We know the dimensions. Her bun is like long, elongulated from the back. Like, who does that? She looks crazy. So they attack her 24/7 and she cries. She goes to mental health and all that. But I'm telling you, it's because they here in Germany, it's not a vacation, but everything is like really relaxed. And the only time someone harasses you is if you're really looking stupid. Like if they can look at you and tell that you're gonna make someone look bad, then they'll attack you. But otherwise from that, everyone like they don't say nothing.
That's the thing. You got to know the standards because some people just be. I seen people with color nail polish. Like so, Army we can't wear it. You know, y'all Air Force. I be jealous. I be jealous of the Air Force and the Navy because I work directly. Like we're joint in the hospital, so I have a Navy counterpart that works directly with me. She come in, she got her little nail polish on, her earrings. I be like, oh, I'm so jealous. But I see Army people walking around the DFAC with like color nail polish on, your nails all the way out to here. Like you know you wrong. And then the type of people that they kill me when you know you wrong, and then you get mad when somebody try to tell you something.
Who the cooks or people inside of the DFAC?
No, and not the cooks. It'd be like
people
soldiers coming to get their food.
Oh, I'm about to say, not into a G.
That's just
I got a
asking for
question.
trouble.
Huh?
So
That's
I
just
got a
asking
question.
for trouble. Walking around with long nails or wrong color makeup. It's like someone's bound to say something.
Yeah. What's your question?
Okay, so how do y'all feel about when you're outside of uniform, being able to enjoy yourself, rather it's on your social media platforms, i.e. Snapchat, Instagram, posting pictures? How do you feel like y'all should be able to be yourself? Like, you think it should be different because you're in the military? Or you feel like you should be able to enjoy yourself like normal when you're outside of work?
I think.
Well, I know because I would say, I guess because I've been in long enough, like I try to keep some stuff separate. And so all my soldiers, I'm not friends with them like on social media until after I PCS. Because I be having a little friend request and I see their little faces. I'm like, nope, you're not going to be my friend because I like to, I don't just hang out and party or whatever. But I'm just saying, I want to separate it. But I have had this scenario, not me personally, but my NCO actually like 2-3 duty stations ago. She was mad at our NCOIC, like our, section NCOIC. She went home on her Facebook and vented about him, and she got pulled into the commander's office. So I guess I learned right there that it's all connected. Mm-hmm. And what you do on your social media can come back to haunt you. So I just try to separate it. Because like your social media is not your social media, really. That, and I think they have. I think there is a Milper message about like social media and the use of social media. I haven't read it lately, but I just try to stay away from it just because I know that stuff can happen, and then I just try to. If I want to post what I want to post, I just try to like not be friends with people that I don't want to see it. I guess. I
feel like it's too late. I already got a big platform, so
yeah.
It's too late. But I personally feel like, this is me personally, once I'm outside of work, as long as I ain't doing nothing wild and exotic, then what I do outside of work, I do it outside of work. If I want to go have a good time, have a drink, let my hair down, I should be able to do that. The Army does not define me as a person, so I'm not going to let it define what I decide to do for fun. If I want to go off work and have a drink and enjoy myself, I should be able to do that without being ridiculed when I come back to work on Monday.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't
yeah,
think that's an issue.
and I have fun this weekend by myself or with my NCO friends or whoever the case may be in my own little, area. It shouldn't come back on Monday like, oh, Sergeant Baker was okay. I was lit, but that's not, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's always dragged back into the military.
Yeah.
I'm still a person. At the end of the day, when I take this uniform off, I'm still a person. I want to get my hair done, put makeup on. I want to have a drink and go out and have a good time. And I feel like sometimes you're ridiculed, like I said, ridiculed for wanting to do that, or just posting whatever you want to post. It don't have to be wild and exotic. It can be anything, but it's like picked apart. At least for me, that's how I feel. With my social medias at this point being so big as they are, like I feel like I can't do nothing. And I don't like that.
I don't think it's just you. I feel like people in the military like to gossip. That's what I noticed. So in a DFAT, so the cooks will have their own gossip and nobody else will know but the cooks. You'll go somewhere, you go to the club and you come back and you start working morning shift and you heard what happened the night before. You weren't even there. And I feel like I'm there because they gossip. And I think because we're surrounded by military people, they feel like they don't have a bubble outside. Go talk to your mom, go talk to your cousin or somebody, call somebody. But they just sit down and they gossip. They like to gossip. And I see men gossiping more than females. Like females don't be gossiping. Why? Because they have so much stuff that they want to keep from people. They try not to even talk about people. But the males, they sit down and they just talk. And they keep half the stuff I know is from the males. I'm the only female and they tell me everything. And I'm like, God damn, y'all talk too much. Y'all stop talking. But I don't even feel like it's just you or anybody who's like really popular, have a big platform. They just like to talk. They love people's business. They really do.
But I do believe if you have a platform, that eye is on you a little bit bigger. Because obviously everybody who's following you ain't like I listen to a lot of podcasts. This other podcast I was listening to was like, everyone who follows you doesn't follow you with love. Some people are following you, waiting for you to mess up, waiting for you to, slip up, or they didn't really like you anyway. And so when you do something, I was like, I knew. So everybody who follows you isn't like a genuine fan of you or someone who is a supporter. They're just people that follow. Just think about people we follow on social media. We follow them because we want to, we just want to keep up with things. We don't really like worship those people or admire all the people that we follow. So, and if they was to do something wild and out the way, we'd be like, ooh, I'm not gonna follow them no more. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like the same thing. And I feel like with the military specifically, because it's like they put the military in this bubble where we are at this high standard of like living, existing. And because they did that, until the military changes that mindset and really acknowledges the fact that we are all human beings, until they take those restrictions off of us, everything we do outside of this like cookie cutter, straight edge, complete, like walking the straight and narrow, everything we do outside of that is going to be looked at crazy because we're just supposed to be in the military. We all supposed to look alike. We all supposed to have the same hair, pulled back in a bun. We supposed to all be in uniform at all times. We're supposed to like talk like robots. So when you see somebody outside of that, it's like, hold up, you in the military? Hold up, you got a bang swoop to the side? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you got your nose pierced. Oh, you wearing red lipstick on the weekend. So it's like, it don't even really mean nothing, but they would just be, oh, you're not representing the military in a positive light. And it's like, what are we supposed to do? I'm supposed to wear my uniform and go to sleep in my PT gear, even when I'm at home on the weekends, and wake up with reveille on the weekend.
Fun fact, when I was in training, I was slightly brainwashed. I really thought that I was gonna come to my duty station and be living like that. I thought I was
that's what people in the military. That's why it's so hard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy. I get comments all the time about like, do you get to see your family when you get off? Yeah, go home every day. Like, what can you go to the store? I'm like, I'm driving down the street, I'm going to Walmart just like you. Yeah. But people think it's like this. I don't know. People think it's like a jail bubble, I guess. I don't know.
I guess that's my other extra thing I like about the military is that. But go ahead, my bad. I keep cutting you.
That reminds me of people responding with, "Oh, are you a pilot?" As soon as I say I'm in the Air Force, like, no, that's not all that there is to the Air Force. We don't just hop in F-16s and fly around. Like, no, there's more to it. We're just like any other branch. And as far as the social media topic, if someone asked me if I have social media, I'm like, no. But the people that I've gotten close to, I'll probably share my YouTube, and through that, I know they can find my Instagram and Twitter. But I'm like, let me just go ahead and hide my story now. Do this, hide this, because I like being Micaiah. And I actually tweeted this the other day. I was like, I like being myself. I don't like being in that bubble like we just described. Like, no, I'm a human being, so I'm gonna be a human being, but I will keep in mind my profession. So as long as there's a balance, I think it's okay.
I feel like I'm in that place right now where I'm kind of like in a bubble because of an incident that did happen to me similar to what I'm talking about. So it's like now I'm like stepping away from myself. Like I'm overly censoring everything. I feel like overly scared about everything that I'm doing now because I know people are watching me to get me in trouble because they've done it. You know what I'm saying? They succeeded. Yeah. So like now I'm like, dang, do I want to post this? I gotta make separate stories for everything. And I'm like, I dislike that. You know, like it's taking me away from me. Like I can't be who I am because like you said, everybody that follow you, they not following you because they like you. Some of them follow you because they want to be nosy. And like I was saying, at this point, I don't even know who is who. People got fake pages. They could be my whole, I don't even know, waiting. So now I'm like, I don't want to post nothing. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm just ready to leave the place where I'm at. So I'm like, I can get out this bubble, but I'm definitely in that bubble where I feel like I can't post. I can't be who I am because people are watching like, oh, you in the military, you did this. Oh, I'm snitching. I'm allowed to do that. You making it worse than what it is by doing all this extraness. I'm just chilling. I'm off. I'm just having a little drink. I can't do that now. Now I'm scared. Hey.
That's crazy. Because I definitely feel like you should be able, like you said, you should be able to let your hair down and stuff when you outside of work and when you go. And I would say the only thing that I would say is not nothing knocking against anybody, but for me, I guess since I've been in so long and like back in my Japan days, baby, when I tell y'all I was in the club, we get out the club at 9 a.m. and it's still daylight outside. But the thing is, we didn't have social media like that. Yeah. Like 10 years ago when I joined the military, we had the next tail like, bleep, bleep, where you at? So there was no social media. So I didn't have to think about it like how you have to think about it now. Like we could go out and do whatever and somebody had to actually see something and it had to be like, what's the word? Like verified. You know what I mean? We didn't have Snapchat and all of that. So we had MySpace in Japan. So now thinking of it now, like if I was still like doing crazy stuff like that, I would really have to be mindful of it. Because like you said, everybody ain't for you.
Sure ain't. They waiting for me. Got her.
And that's crazy because Korea is wild. So I'm just like, everybody I know to go to Korea, they go because it's wild. So I'm surprised. Maybe everybody know, oh, you got orders to Korea? Oh, so you got to be everybody. Talking command all the way down. This ain't just the NCOs and like, junior enlisted, like your commander might be there with you taking some shots. So I'm just like, wow.
Serious.
Somebody said free sweets in the comments.
All right. Did y'all have anything else? I don't know if y'all want to open it up to question and answer. We can keep talking. Anybody got any topics?
Somebody had said something in the... Okay, and somebody had asked a question about sexual harassment and something else. They were asking a question if
y'all can answer.
Who's planning to do 20 years? Has anyone dealt with racism or sexual harassment?
Yeah.
Plan to do 20. That's a negative. Not doing that.
Nope.
Getting up out of here as soon as I can. I knew I just re-enlisted not too long ago. I'm like, I know I shouldn't have did that. Now what was I as soon as I put my hand down, I was like, now I know I was wrong for that.
I cried when I re-enlisted last time. I said,
I personally, I haven't dealt with any like sexual harassment or anything. I haven't personally, but not to say that it's not out there.
I have sexual harassment. I've dealt with sexual harassment in my unit before this, where it's just E7 and I was a brand new E5, and it just like things that shouldn't have been said that were said, and like Yeah, this basically made me feel very uncomfortable in the workplace. Sexual comments that were made, and at the time, now I'm a totally different start breaker than I was 2 years ago. Now I'd be like, hold on. But then I was kind of like, kind of nervous because I didn't really understand the rank. I don't know. I guess I was scared of rank, and he was E7, and I just felt like uncomfortable about the situation, and I should have reported it, but I didn't. I just thought like I don't want to get in trouble. I had that mindset of like it's gonna get worse if I snitch, type of thing. Mm-hmm. So like I should have, because when I left, another specialist, or she was a private at the time, wrote me like, "How did you deal with this?" Because basically dealing with some of the similar things, I failed on that part of not speaking. So now anytime that I ever hear something or something happens to me, I'm speaking on reporting it, because I could have stop that from happening to somebody else. But I've dealt with just sexual harassment, not like sexual assault.
Anybody else dealt with any?
So to answer the question, who was going? So I would do 20 years if I had made a different decision. Like recently, I had the opportunity to join USACAT, and I totally blew it. I didn't even have to I didn't even have to do anything because I already got the position, but I don't know. I didn't take it. So if I was in the USACAT team, I probably would have stayed, but I don't have time for this. But racism, I do feel like, I don't know. I think it was more that I was Black, obviously, and two, because I was such a strong female. Like, so I'm on the USARA team where we represent Europe in the culinary arts competition in Virginia, and I could have gotten the position where I was the primary chef, right? But they gave it to somebody else because it was a he, and he didn't look like me. Hence, he could not cook like me. None of them. I could blindfold myself, and they still couldn't outcook me. And that's like, I'm not even being cocky. But
look, I want to taste some of your food now because you talking it up.
No, for real. No, okay, so prove my point, right? Do you know how many awards? I've gotten 4 awards, including an Arkham, and I literally just got here. I just got here, and there are people who've been here who has nothing. When I say nothing, they didn't even get an award for nothing, because they just don't do nothing. But I'm saying that if I do something, I'm gonna be good at it. I will go out of my way to ensure that I'm the best. And I felt like because of how I looked, because I'm Black, I couldn't fit the face to represent them to be the leading chef for the competition. Hence that they required me to do a lot. They required me to do a lot of stuff that gained the opposition that I shouldn't be doing it, because I'm not in that chair and I'm not in that position. But I knew what it was. As for sexual harassment, they stay saying crazy shit to me. But because I'm so, I don't know, I'm not gonna say tomboyish, but you don't get girly from me when you first meet me. So they're like, okay, yeah, you're just looking fat today. And I just take it because it's funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. In that moment, it's funny. But when you think about it, did you really just say that to me? You're not allowed to say that to me. And then I think one of the things that really pushed me over the edge where I started speaking up is because they have this thing where when they speak to you, they feel the need to touch you. You don't need to say good morning and touch me. There's nothing in the regulation that says that you are required to touch me, to speak to me. So, and then I had said to them like, hey, if you need to touch me one more time, I'll end your fucking career. I don't give a, I'll end it all. We all going to goddamn sharp. I don't care. And then I proceeded to say like, if you have to come to me and ask me why I don't want to be touched, I will report you as well, because I shouldn't have to be asked not to be touched. Like, that's not a thing. Can you please not touch me when you talk to me? Like, who does that? That's crazy. And then when that happened, I started realizing that, okay, people were like doing this and saying this. And then there was the other female, she just came out of AIT. She came to me and she showed me some messages of like another specialist. He was going in, like he wanted to end his career. Like he was just going in. He had no filter. She's like, what do I do? She's like, I don't feel comfortable. They're in the same unit. She's like, I don't feel comfortable going to formation, seeing him. Like I see the look of terror on her face when he walks by. Wow. Because you can tell she's way more than harassed. And I'm like, if you don't speak up, so I don't want to speak up for you mainly because it's not my position, but obviously if it goes any further, I'll speak up for you, but you have to be the one to stand up for yourself, because if you stand up now, then you probably won't have to do it, because then everyone will know that they cannot talk to you in a particular way. But when you let it happen, they're like, okay, she's easy, she's not gonna say nothing, she's hush hush. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the things I don't like about the military, because everyone makes it seem as if you talk, something bad is gonna happen to you and you're the victim. You're telling me that you just touched me and I'm gonna talk, and then you're gonna make me feel bad for telling everybody that you just touched me. So
But that's because it does happen that way. They really do band together sometimes and go against the victims and make you look like you lying. I've seen it plenty of times where women have placed complaints and then they were ostracized all of a sudden, or they were, nobody want to talk to them. So
I would say, especially because I want to put this out for the subscribers that's watching, because I know with everything that's going on, I know I get the question a lot of time, like in my DMs and on my videos about sexual harassment. And for women, being sexually harassed in the military, I would say, like, as y'all listening to these stories, some of the different people that's here on the panel, the key words are like speak up, like Danae said, speak up, because if you speak up, it kind of lets people know that, hey, I'm not the person to be playing with. I know you may be in a situation like Tia was, where she maybe felt uncomfortable, but at least write it down, like Ebony said, because somebody can make you feel like, hey, you doing the wrong thing. Write it down, keep records. I always keep memorandum for records, write little notes down, but speak up. I know sometimes it could be intimidating, especially if the person is higher ranking than you, or y'all have like maybe a cool relationship and the friendship goes the wrong way. But please, please, please don't be afraid to speak up, write stuff down, take your own personal notes, and just let them know, like off the rip, like, hey, you can't talk to me like this. And you don't have to feel bad for telling them not to touch you.
Yeah.
I say, and also just because
I had to take the direct approach one time, and I know we're supposed to use a chain of command. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Every time. Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'll go after you.
Now, just because you join the military doesn't equal, oh, you're gonna get sexually assaulted, you're gonna get sexually harassed. Yes. No, it's not a sentence. You're coming in, oh, somebody's gonna touch me. No, it's not. Some people go through it and nothing has ever happened to them. So don't think, oh, I'm gonna join in, something's gonna happen to me. It's not. It just depends on the situation. Okay, go ahead, girl. Your turn.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, I was just about to say, I've taken the direct approach one time with someone that was a higher rank than me. And I know we're supposed to use a chain of command, but in certain situations, you just get a feel for what might be right in the moment. Mm-hmm. I was about to start my shift. I was just coming into my first base. And before our roll call, our like daily briefing, I decided to eat a banana. I just want to eat a banana. Nothing crazy. And this guy, he's out of the military now. But he was like, hey, everybody, look at Green. Look at the way she's eating that banana. It was just regular eating of a banana. I stopped eating my banana and I just stared at him. I was like thinking of so many things that I could have said in that moment. Everybody was looking at me. All the attention was on me. I didn't say a word. I just kept staring at him, wait until he got uncomfortable, and then I continued to eat my banana. So that was kind of like reverse psychology. Pulled him to the side later, and I just told him I did not feel as though that was right of you to say. It was somewhat embarrassing. I would appreciate it if
unprofessional.
Yeah, unprofessional. I believe I used that word. I was like, you're supposed to be the example. You literally just said that in front of men that are a lower rank than you. They're going to look at you and be like, oh, he treated Green that way, so I can treat her and any other female I meet that way. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, that's not how it's going to go. He's like, you know what? I'm sorry. I respect you for coming to me and not going to leadership. Right. But he didn't mess with me. Yeah, he didn't mess with me.
But some people might need a like awakening like that. Like, because some people might not think that that's necessarily an issue or that they did something wrong. And I bet you it woke them up. and he gonna think twice if he do it again. So I commend you for even like going to that person, because you know you may have just gave him the look and then kept it moving, and he might not have really got it. But since you came to him, he probably like, I was wrong. You know what I mean? In his head, you know what I mean? So that's awesome that you spoke up and said something to him.
Yeah, I was not dealing with that.
For me personally, I like stuff like that. I like when they try to create chaos, because right then and there I'm gonna disrespect you. So I people do it to me all the time. They try me, and I love it when people try me in public. I love it when I have an audience. I go off. The minute you say something crazy to me, and there's like more than 2 people, I'm like, okay, watch this, and I go up. Like I have like there's a special line that I say to everybody. I can't say no. I can't cuss, can I? No. It's gonna demonetize. No, I can't cuss. But there's something that I say to them as soon as they say something to me like that, and it doesn't even matter if they're a 7, 6, 5. I don't care who you are, because if you say something crazy to me, what's gonna happen? They're gonna ask them, why did you even say that to her in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's not even gonna be on me, and then I'm gonna be like, it's my word against will. Like if they say something to me off the side, I'll repeat disrespectfully, and they're like, I'm gonna report you. I'm like, okay, if you can prove it, can you prove it? I'm gonna tell them what you said to me too. Like I love chaos. I thrive. I love it. I can't wait.
But we got some more questions over here in the comments, just real quick, because I want to try to get to them. Somebody say, have you anyone been to Hawaii?
Nope.
I've been on a TUI, but
yeah, I was gonna say I've been to TUI.
I went to visit.
What else we got here? Would you encourage others to join? If so, why or why not? That's a juicy one.
Yes. I would. There's a lot of money to make.
I tell people, if you ain't got nothing going on at home, what else you got to do? If you just sitting up working at Walmart, you need to do something better with your life. Like she said, it's some money to be made. You ain't got nothing else to do. At least use it as a stepping stone and then get out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you gotta do 20, but
it's gonna be for you or it's not. And if it ain't, then you did it. At least you can't regret the fact that you at least tried it. I'm getting out. I tried it.
It's about the MOS too. I wouldn't encourage anybody to come. I mean, obviously, I know what we do. Blah, yeah, we fight and protect. But I would not encourage anybody to pick a combat MOS. No, because that's not. So the impact people here. So I'm in a cavalry regiment. So everybody every day outside digging holes, like that's crazy. You never see a cook doing that. Like I'm not doing that. I'm not saying okay, somebody has to do it, but I'm just saying if you're about the money and you want opportunities, you have to pick the MOSs that will take you places. Like being a cook, oh my God, you get so many opportunities to do so many different things. You're not even I'm not even in my defect. Like I stayed going out, doing classes, getting trained. Like I've been professionally trained for like 6 months. I wasn't even there. I was in a different camp doing other things. It's just what MOS it is, I think. But there's a lot of money to make.
I got a question for Sweets Galore, because I know are you an 88 Mike? Yeah. I never spoke to somebody like personally that was an 88 Mike. But I can't imagine. But what is your job like? I just want to know, like, what is it like?
Okay, so anything to do with transport, so cargo, connexes, weapons, ammo, anything of that nature. We outside all day. We in the motor pool. It's raining outside, cold outside. If it's hot outside, you outside. It don't matter. You're gonna be outside. That's the place of duty. If it's hot, you go sit in the truck with the AC on, but then your NCO come out and be like, why y'all in the trucks? You got to get out the truck. Now you're just like, what are we doing? So if there's no mission, it's like kind of boring.
So do y'all get to go home? Like, do y'all get off early? Like, if y'all don't really have nothing to do?
Well, when I used to be the squad leader, yes. But once we got once the chain of command, Korea switches very often. So our other platoon sergeant used to let us, okay, there's nothing to do. Let's go to the CAC center, do some correspondence courses, go look productive, whatever. Because it's hot, ain't nothing to do. But now with the new NCO, it's like, y'all stay in the motor pool till 1700. Don't leave or you get in trouble. So we out there, hot, humid, raining, you just out there. You might do some DNC, do some PT. I think Ebony commented that one time I had my soldier out there doing flutter kicks when it was cold outside. So I was trying to warm them up. because it was cold. And then we outside. That's what we do. So it's not a hard job, but I should have been a 42 or something on the inside, like, hey ma'am, how may I help you? Because it's hot. It's hot. Okay, it's hot.
Yeah, see, like the good thing about my job is, for the most part, I'm gonna be inside in the air condition because the medicine has to be a certain temperature. Because we got this drive-through pharmacy right now because of Corona, and they had to bring the medicine in and put the refrigerators like out there on the sidewalk because the medicine got to be cool. So yeah, I need to be inside because I can't do it. I can't.
That's what I messed up with them.
Okay, so we got another question. What are some of the differences or similarities that you all have seen across the branches of the military?
The Air Force, y'all hair regulations must be lit, because I swear y'all be wearing. I be like, y'all can do that? What the? This is what I can do right here. And some braids. And don't put me down.
I see like the bun with the hair hanging down.
I do
That's
that.
it.
Y'all can wear a ponytail, like just have a ponytail, or does it have to be in a bun?
No, we can't wear no ponytail unless you actually like if you actually
PT.
I about to say, because I got my twist short, blah blah. I be putting them in a little ponytail, let it hang.
No.
So what's the rule? It just can't touch the bottom of your collar,
Yeah,
or
let
what?
us do it.
Yeah. It has to just hang naturally, like you can't tuck it. It is, if it hangs naturally and it still doesn't go out that bulk and doesn't go past your collar, then you're good.
Wait, look at her face though. I'm looking at Dante's face.
So y'all can have. What else can y'all have?
Crazy.
We can have, well, they just changed it again because it used to say compliment your skin tone, but now it just said, I forget what the verbiage is now, but it just can't be like a bold color.
It said it can't detract from the uniform. Whatever that
Detract from the uniform, yeah. So it can't be like fire engine red, black, electric colored neons. It can't be like that.
See, when I came in, we could wear colors that complement the skin tone, because I had like my little burgundies and my little, neutral colors on my nails. But
now we're gonna have clear.
Really?
Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I showed up to the DFAC with French tips on because I had just came off leave, and I wish somebody would, and nobody said nothing to me.
See, look, you being that person.
So
now somebody would, and if they did, ma'am, they would be right.
No. I'm not going. So the thing is, I'm telling you, I think it's about you as an individual. So when you do a lot and you represent for them a lot and you do a lot of stuff, nobody troubles you. I swear. I do too much for my defect. Like I be going above and beyond the standard.
Yeah,
so
but what if you go out? Like if you go to the PX, somebody gonna say something. If you're in uniform, they don't know you.
A lot of people don't even know. A lot of people don't know a lot. It's crazy that I go to the PX in Cook Whites and I still have to show my ID because they don't think I'm a part of the military. A lot of people don't even know that cooks exist. I swear they think that civilians are the only ones in the DFAC in Germany, which they are, but a lot of people don't pay attention to cooks. Because the whole time Major seen me the other day, he's like, that uniform, it looks familiar. I'm like, I work in the DFAC? I don't know what you like. I don't know what to say. Like this girl came to me and she was like, "How come you have nails on?" Because Sergeant so and so told me. I said, "Well, let so and so come to me." What will happen? But the last time I checked, I don't report to him nor nobody. Like no, I'm not gonna walk around and be touching stuff with my nails. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh,
she is."
I'm not gonna show you my fingernails. But I'm gonna be discreet with it. They were walking around and doing the most. The funny thing is, theirs weren't out of rank. They just weren't informed. So they kind of told them they couldn't have it, and them being so incompetent, they took it and ran with it and took their nails off. That wasn't even out of rank. It was clear.
Yeah,
and y'all can wear earrings.
Oh, y'all can't wear earrings?
Y'all can just be cute. We gotta look like little boys. That's what they want to do.
We can wear earrings in ASUs.
That's it. Only when you dress up.
Oh,
That's
okay.
I don't dress up a lot. So, it's very rare. But yeah, y'all can be cute, get the ponytail, earrings, got the makeup on. Y'all can wear eyelashes too, huh?
We can.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like conservative. I mean, there are certain, like, obviously, if you have like a flight line job or something, I probably wouldn't be wearing no lashes if I was out on the flight line all day. Because like, why?
That's
But
me.
if you're,
Flight line,
yeah,
flight line's so different. Like I can't wear my earrings on the flight line. Or like Ebony said, makeup probably not the best because you're outside in the elements. Like before I got my evaluator position, I wouldn't wear nail polish because my nails would chip. Like I would be doing hard work with tools. But now I work inside. So yeah, all this definitely.
yeah.
Somebody said, do your 4 years, get your GI Bill and disability. Oh, I guess they were just saying it.
Period.
That's my plan. I'm done in January.
Right. I'm gonna be disabled as hell when I get up out of here.
Never seen a panel sister discussing the military adventures. I'll definitely be tuning in.
Aww.
Oh, somebody said they were 88 Mike, but they just re-enlisted now. I think this is one of my subscribers. She be showing love, commenting on all my videos.
What's that? What's 92?
Hey,
92 Alpha.
People that don't do no work, they sit around. Yes, human resource, and you have to.
This 92 Alpha is
before they sign the paperwork.
Hey, but you need them. I'm thinking of 42 Alpha.
42 Alpha is the paperwork. 92 Alpha is supply.
Gotcha. Yeah,
What's 92 Alpha?
Supply.
Oh, well, yeah, you need to supply stuff too.
No.
Somebody said Sweets Galore is going.
Period. Because I be knowing, because I be seeing y'all be looking so cute. I'm like, dang, they can go to work, look cute, hair done, eyelashes. Nobody's talking about their hair look fattish. All I got is what that girl say, some red hair.
They do.
Slave.
They'll show
All
you
right,
some.
I think we got to all the questions too, though. Oh, we got. Let me see. Somebody else just commented.
Am I the only guy?
Oh, look, she put her MOS logistics specialist.
Okay.
And we had like right around an hour too. So thank you all for tuning in. I don't know if anybody had anything else they wanted to add, but I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. I know we in all these different time zones. Thank you to all the subscribers who tuned in. This was fun.
Yeah.
So are we gonna switch it to somebody else's channel next time? What we doing?
Yeah, we can move it around. So y'all in the comments, let us know if y'all want to see this again. Maybe we try to, come on again. We'll be on different people's channels. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Y'all stay on. We're gonna go ahead and end it. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Bye.